I realized based on research that a lot of choristers join the choir for the wrong reason. I always like to conduct this appraisal for every choristers I talk to around the world. I would ask yourself, why did you join the choir? One, why are you still in the choir? Because if you understand your motive for doing something, your commitment in that thing changes. If your motive for joining something is to destroy that thing, of course, that will become your purpose and eventually it becomes your mission, and then it begins to work because you planned it. But if your motive to join something is to transform it, to make it better, then what you're going to be asking is, what are the sacrifices required for me to actually do this thing? So when I'm teaching choristers, I always try to get this particular part correct. What is your motive? Why did you join the choir? Because everything I'm going to say from here on is dependent on this. So that means if your motive is correct, what I will say today will benefit you. If your motive is wrong, then first of all, you are already wrongly placed. So what I will say may not benefit you, and that's not a very, very good thing. So look at yourself, find out, ask yourself that question. Why did I join the choir? Why am I in the church music group? Why am I singing? These are the first questions. Now, bear in mind that music in church is considered a ministry. Why? It didn't originate from us. It originated from the days of the temple. The Levites were set aside and they were tasked with the responsibility of being the music makers of the temple. So one of their leaders was Asaph, happened to be the choir master of the children of Korah, and all of them were working together in the temple to make melody to the Lord. And you can see that in most cases, music took preeminent. Like in the case of dedicating the temple of Solomon, the Bible said that the singers were singing in one accord, and as they were singing, the glory of the Lord came upon the temple, that even the ministers could not minister by reason of the glory that fell on the temple. So it tells you that music has the power to even disrupt the service if properly done, if done in unity and in oneness. Music is powerful enough to make a service look glorious and beautiful, to have that heavenly experience. So it didn't start today, it started many years ago. And then to proceed to the particular, what I just said initially, there was a time that Jehoshaphat had a war to fight, and God told him, you know what, this war you're going to fight, I don't want you to fight it on your own. I'm going to back you up, but what you need is the weapon of music. So gather your choristers, put them in front, and as you guys are singing and going to the war, I'm going to set ambushment against the enemy and I'm going to destroy them. So you see that music had preeminence even in the days of the temple. So we didn't start it. You have to understand this. So you are actually continuing a ministry that has long been in use or in effect from the days of the temple. In fact, not even the days of the temple, even the tabernacle days. All right, because remember when Moses and the Israelites crossed the Red Sea, the first praise song that was recorded in the Bible, I think the book of Exodus, was sung by Miriam. That particular song says, "Praise be the Lord, for he has triumphed gloriously. The horses and their riders have been thrown into the sea." That's the song. That was where that song came from. It came from the praise that Miriam was singing in the book of Exodus. So it didn't start today. When people tell you music is music is not just a little aspect. No, music is a ministry. It's something that you have to embrace and be willing to make transformation through. Very, very important, because if you do not understand this, then your entire purpose of joining the choir was wrong. All right. So let's get this right. Why are you in the choir? What prompted you? Was it because they made an altar call and say, we need choristers, so please, we need people to come and join us, so we are lacking altar and tenor, I'm gonna come join, then you now go and join? Or is it because you saw the need that people need to be blessed through spiritual music, then you joined? Or was it because all your friends are in the choir and then you joined? Or is it because maybe you felt like a pastor is a good man, let me support him with my voice, and then you joined? Because the reason for joining will determine how long you stay in the choir, what you enjoy in the choir, the sacrifices you make in the choir, the practice you attend in the choir. Everything else is centered on the fact that you know why you are there.